What's good? What's good, everybody? It's your boy Channel 6, aka Two Shades. And today I'm reacting to a video of Army sniper Nicholas Irving. He was interviewed by Sean Ryan on the Sean Ryan Show podcast. I'm going to react to it. This segment of the video, he's talking about how he was exposed to voodoo and magic, as we all know in these day and age coming up now, that this stuff is definitely real. Y'all know the vibes. We're gonna go ahead and get into this video and react. Let's go ahead and get into it, man.
Right on. Well, let's go back. So, you grew up around voodoo?
I knew about it. Like different spells and stuff like that, if you want to call it that. Like how to make a woman fall in love with you, how a woman, she makes a guy fall in love with her, how to listen to hell and stuff like that. But
How would these subjects get broached in your household?
my grandmother, at the time when she grew up around it more, my mom had a spell put on her supposedly, and it made her stomach swell up with they don't know what. But she was
Crazy thing about this is I learned about this stuff at a young age also, because my mom had told me something. I'm not going to share that, but I'm just letting you know that I've experienced some. I've heard some things and seen some things and stuff like that. But let's get back to the video.
used to steal oranges and stuff off of people's trees in Georgia. And one of the neighbors where she lived at on this dirt road and told her to stop doing it or she was going to put a spell on her. And she hung up something in the tree. My mom ate it and she got like inflated or something. So that's where we got, I guess, introduced to it. And my cousins, the older ones, they would teach us stuff too. Like, don't eat spaghetti from a chick you just met or if she offers it to you.
See, you heard him what he said, right? Don't eat spaghetti from a chick that you just met, or you get what I'm saying. And we all heard that before. We all know that one. I'm going to tell you right now, I have eaten spaghetti from several witches. I'm going to say that. I'll be honest. Like, I'm not going to lie to you. I've dated quite a few brujas, witches, whatever you want to call them. Whatever you want to call them. I've for some reason, they get drawn to me, and I end up experiencing them, or they end up experiencing me, or however you want to call it. But they're very, very drawn to my energy. But yeah, let's get back to it.
You want to know, I guess?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Well, it's nasty. But her menstrual cycle blood, making the sauce for the pasta, they would use that and give it to the guy to make the guy fall in love. Yeah. Or that attachment.
You already said make them fall in love with that attachment. Shit works. I'm not gonna lie. I crashed out. I crashed out a few times in my life over females because the attachment. Yeah, you gotta be strong in order to break that shit. Because if you're not, you're gonna be attached for a minute and you're just gonna fuck you up. It's gonna fuck you over, man. I've been there plenty of times, so my soul has grown stronger, so it's easier for me to break those chains. But if you somebody that had not been exposed to shit like that, I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be very hard for you to break that shit. You would think it's love, you would think it's you in love, all that, but the whole time this person is using you just because you're convenient, and you know your love feeds their ego and your energy. They can manifest off of it, etc., etc. But let's get back to this.
And for a guy to do it, he would use his underarm sweat and cook it in that noodle water, put his underarm sweat in it to make a female do the same thing.
Are you serious? Is this stuff real?
See, I didn't know that one. I didn't know dudes use their underarm sweat. I thought he was going to say they, semen, ejaculate or whatever. But underarm sweat, that's crazy. I mean, that's not as bad as fucking menstrual blood, but that's wild. That's wild. And another thing, don't tamper with that stuff. You're unlocking, you're tapping into things that you don't know, that you're not ready for. If you're not a strong soul person or something like that, that's why with me, I never do no type of magic. I don't do none of that stuff. I don't do spells. I don't do none of that. All I do is believe in God. And then, I have my faith is very strong with God. And like that's how I manifest, how I do things. So I don't do no spells, I don't do no chants, I don't have no altars. I stopped wearing crystals, I stopped doing all that shit. Like I'm highly spiritual, but on the outside, on the exterior, you will never know. Because I keep that very hidden, because when people know certain things about you and they know your energy, oh, they're gonna come for you. That devil and them demons, boy, I'm trying to tell you.
Real? I mean, what do you think?
I've never been.
You didn't pull that on your wife, did you?
No. And if I did, I wouldn't tell her. No. That was destined to be, I think.
How prevalent was that in your household? I mean, was that?
My parents did. They had like a Ouija board and stuff, and back before they had, I guess, their religious awakening, we had a Ouija board and stuff like that. But I was never exposed greatly to it. It was more so like my dad would show us how to lift people when they sit in a chair, and you stack your hands up on top of them until you all feel the heat rise up, and then you lift the person out of the chair and they float, stuff like that. But
what?
That's like
what?
Hold up. See, I never heard nothing. See, this how I know I don't get deep into this stuff. I don't dibble, I don't dabble, I don't do, like, I know, like I said, I've dealt with a whole bunch of females who believe that they're witches, kitchen witches, can do magic and all that crazy ass shit, cord cutting, voodoo dolls. My baby mother, she had made a voodoo doll of me, and I took it and I stole it because I knew it was of me. You know what I'm saying? She went out of the country, she came back, she had a fucking voodoo doll of me. My life is a fucking movie. One day I'm gonna talk about everything, but yeah. So I never heard about this one, about stacking the hands and lifting somebody out of a fucking chair. The only thing that I ever knew about was like the candles and altars and doing pictures and burning shit, like names and jars and shit like that. That I knew the basic shit, you know what I'm saying? Because these females expose themselves. They talk about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, oh, I do magic and this and that, etc., etc. But this one I don't know about. So we about to get back into listening.
He taught you how to do that.
Yeah.
Let's go into that. I've never heard anything like
Really?
this. I've never.
Yeah.
I've never.
See,
Wow.
I don't know anything about this stuff.
So you sit in a chair, right? Like a stool or a little chair. And you have one person on each. So you have one person on this knee, this elbow, and one at the back of the face of the neck.
Touching or sitting or?
Not touching yet. Then they're all standing around you. The person in the chair sitting, everybody else is standing around you. Then they take their hands and they stack their right hand first, and then they stack their left hand on top of that. So it's a big pattern. Each one is stacking over and over until all the hands are complete. Then when the top hand says they feel the heat, and everybody's going to be calling out, I feel the heat. When they feel the whatever is rising up through their hand, when it gets to the top person, they all go like this, and they touch this side, this elbow, and the person at the back of the neck does that, and you lift the person up, and they float.
Wow.
You seen this happen?
Yeah. I've done it to my sister, me and my cousins.
See, I never heard about this one right here. About what he talking about, stacking the hands and feeling the heat and lifting somebody, making somebody float. If you experienced this or you ever did this before, comment and let me know if this is real. Like, he's saying it's real. Like, this is Nicholas Irving. He's a sniper, aka the Reaper. The Reaper. And he used to live out Fort Meade, Maryland. I'm in the DMV. I'm from DC, you know. But yeah. This is wild. This is crazy.
Are you serious?
Swear to God. Yeah.
I gotta look this up.
Yeah.
What do you call it?
Right, I
don't know. I have no idea.
Like they're legitimately floating.
Legitimately, well, you're touching them and they're
rising
in the air.
It's like some levitation stuff.
Like that. But they're not, you don't let go. You keep your fingertips on them. And I think that's where the energy goes back into them and they lower back down. Yeah.
Whoa.
You should look it up. Yeah.
I will look it up.
Definitely.
Wow.
We'll do it one time. Right. Need some more people. But it's legit.
Holy shit.
Yeah, my dad used
Wait. He talking about we'll do it sometime, bro. What are you talking about? Why would you want to do that? Like, why would you want to? Excuse me. People don't dibble and dabble with magic, man, because it's nothing good that come from it. Like, yeah, you get temporary gains and all that, and you know you can use it, but you're gonna have to constantly keep that up in order to want things go your way. You get what I'm saying? And you're gonna get exhausted eventually, and then certain things in your life is gonna happen, and then you're gonna wonder like, why is this happening to me? It's because you're tampering with free will. You get what I'm saying? You're not supposed to do that. So that's all I'm gonna say. I encourage y'all to not do this shit, but we have free will, and motherfuckers do this shit because they like the power.
to do he did it in the army during a, what do you call those things where, like a talent contest or something like that, where they were just like some people would go up and like sing or a talent talent show.
Right.
And that's what my dad did with some of his coworkers. And he had the biggest guy sit in the chair, and he had females do it, all women, and they lifted up the biggest guy in their unit out of the chair.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Crazy, dude. Totally wasn't expected to go down this road.
Yeah. 100%, man.
So what is it? Is it a religion?
Well, not really necessarily. Like,
See, now he about to get deep into it. See, I don't do my research into it like that because I don't tamper with this shit whatsoever. That's why I believe in God, only God. I follow God. I don't have my faith in man. None of that shit. So I'm about to learn this. Like I said, this is my first time seeing this. When he started talking about this, I was like, I'm gonna do a reaction video to this. So I'm about to learn a lot. I'm learning a lot already. So if you not up on this stuff, a lot of people not really up on this stuff. So a lot of y'all about to learn.
voodoo comes from Africa, and it was like, according to who you talk to or what the belief is, that was our original religion, but it was not religion. It was just a spirituality of the manipulation of the spirit world. And that's what they practiced before religion was introduced, and they were killed and stuff like that for practicing what they perceived to be this black magic from black people's magic. So they said no more and introduced a different form of spirituality, which I'm not against. I think that I think all religion is a form of magic.
Fact.
Even prayer is a form of magic, you know?
You heard what he said? He said he feel like all religion is some form of magic, and he's not lying because it's spiritual. It's going deeper than the surface of this earth, this worldly things, this human experience. So, you know, like, that's why religion is so prevalent in every country. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not religious. I'm highly spiritual because I don't believe I need a religion to tell me how to be a good person and have a heart and be a man of integrity. So I just take bits and pieces of what I feel from each religion that makes me a better person. But enough about me, though.
It's just the belief that you're putting something into the spirit realm, asking a deity or an entity to...
A deity or an entity. Now, mind you, people be like, oh, I'm spiritual. But you got to also remember there's light spirits and they're dark spirits. They're angels and they're demons. Angelic and demonic. So you got to remember, when somebody tell you that they spiritual, what side you on? You of the light or are you of the dark? I am purely of the light. You get what I'm saying? It's not about me. So let's get back to the video.
Whatever you want, ask and you shall receive. As above, so below, as within, so without, all these things. So they all coincide with each other. I think all roads lead to Rome. This is how we interpret and practice different beliefs.
Very interesting.
Right.
Yeah.
Back to childhood.
Yeah.
So what were you, other than voodoo,
Yeah.
what were you into as a kid? I mean, what grabbed your interest?
Wow. I love space. I used to want to be an astronaut.
Okay. Well, I guess that's the end of him talking about the voodoo and the magic and stuff like that. Yeah, so People, hope y'all learned something on this reaction video. Be safe out there. Stay blessed. Put your faith in God, not man. Also, don't eat that spaghetti. Y'all stay blessed. Have a good one. Peace.